Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good day everyone. Today I'm gonna explain fundamental 2-11, which is under chapter 2, force vector. There is a special question. Most of the questions in this book is static. That means it's equilibrium. But this question is not equilibrium. This question is instead there is a resultant force acting on the bracket is to be 80 bound. This case is not equilibrium because the resultant force is 80 bound while the resultant force is the sigma F. In most cases the forces are equilibrium and the sigma or resultant force is equal to 0. How are we going to solve this question? We have resultant force is 80, so the resultant force we have I component and J component. So the resultant force 80 while the resultant force has I component and J component. We're going to go and analyzes the forces. In the question, the 80 bound resultant force directed along U axis and determine the magnitude of F and its direction. So for the resultant force we have the magnitude and direction. The direction is 45 along U. The direction is 45 along U direction. So for the resultant force we can analyze it to the x-axis and y-axis. Let us first start with the sigma fx. This is for the question 1. Sigma fx equal to frx. Sigma fx we have 50 goes in x and 90 in the x-axis gonna be 90 multiplied by 3 over 5 in the negative because it goes in the negative x-axis plus f multiplied by sine cosine theta because f goes in positive x-axis. All these are not equal 0 but it will be equal to resultant f, which is 80 multiplied by cosine 45 here. So we have this as equation 1. Now we're gonna go to y-axis, the resultant and the forces in the y-axis. Same things for the 90 will be multiplied by 4 over 5. 4 is parallel to the y. It's gonna go with the negative because it's going the negative axis. Plus f multiplied by sine theta, which is in the y-axis, positive. Equal the resultant. We have 80 sine 45 in the negative axis because it goes down. Now we have two equations to unknown. We will solve it by starting from the equation 1. Equation 1, we have two unknown, f and cosine theta. I'm gonna go with the f. So f equal to 60 over cosine theta. Then substitute 60 cosine theta in the f for the second equation. Will be 60 over cosine theta, sine theta. Now we have sine, cosine will be tan, so now we can have the theta. Going back in the first equation, substitute theta, we will have f. It is very easy question, but it is not equilibrium or unequilibrium. This is an equilibrium equation. Thank you.